Join me as I dive deep into the future of Qbts stock and try to predict where it's headed next. Qbts stock has been making waves in the market lately, and it's easy to see why. With its recent trends and impressive performance, it's caught the attention of investors who are eager to get in on the action. One of the major challenges facing Qbts stock right now is market volatility. We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the market recently, and that's making it difficult for investors to pin down a clear direction for the stock. On top of that, Qbts has been facing some company performance issues that are causing some investors to question its long-term prospects. With competition heating up, Qbts needs to find a way to differentiate itself and show investors that it is what it takes to stay ahead of the curve. Another challenge Qbts is facing is the lack of clarity around its business model. There's still a lot of uncertainty about how the company plans to generate revenue and drive growth, and that's making it tough for investors to feel confident about its future. Until Qbts can provide more transparency and clarity around its business model, it's going to be tough for the stock to break out of its current rut. Despite these challenges, Qbts has a lot of potential for growth. The company has a strong management team in place, and they've been making some savvy moves to position the company for success. But, in order to really capitalize on that potential, Qbts needs to address the concerns around its business model and show investors that it has a clear plan for growth. Qbts is also facing some tough competition in its industry, and that's making it harder for the company to stand out and attract investors. With so many other companies vying for attention, Qbts needs to find a way to differentiate itself and show investors why it's worth their attention. When we take a closer look at the factors influencing Qbts stock, it's clear that market analysis is playing a big role. With so many conflicting opinions and predictions out there, it's tough to get a clear read on the market's direction. But, by digging deeper into the data and paying attention to the trends, we can start to get a better sense of where Qbts is headed. Expert opinions are also playing a big role in shaping our understanding of Qbts stock. By listening to what analysts and insiders have to say, we can get a better sense of the company's strengths and weaknesses, and start to make some more informed predictions about its future. One of the most promising aspects of Qbts stock is its potential for growth. With the right strategy in place, the company could be poised for some big gains in the near future. But, in order to capitalize on that potential, investors need to be willing to take a closer look at the company's fundamentals and see if they align with their own investment goals. One thing is for sure, Qbts stock is definitely worth keeping an eye on. With its unique business model and impressive performance, it's got the potential to be a big player in its industry. And, with the right strategy in place, it could be poised for some big gains in the near future. The most significant insight I've gained from looking at Qbts stock is that it's all about the company's ability to adapt and innovate. With the market changing so quickly, Qbts needs to be willing to pivot and adjust its strategy if it wants to stay ahead of the curve. And, if it can do that, I think we could see some big things from this company in the future. The implications of this are huge for investors. If Qbts can prove that it's got the ability to adapt and innovate, it could be a very attractive option for investors who are looking for a company with long-term potential. And, if we see some big gains from Qbts in the near future, it could be a major player in its industry. In summary, Qbts stock is definitely worth paying attention to. With its impressive performance and unique business model, it's got the potential to be a big player in its industry. But, in order to capitalize on that potential, investors need to be willing to take a closer look at the company's fundamentals and see if they align with their own investment goals. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you've got thoughts on Qbts stock or its future prospects, be sure to share them in the comments below. And, if you want to learn more about Qbts or get more insights into the world of finance, be sure to check out our other video on investing in emerging markets.